That's Mister. That's not height.
That's not in that.
What's up? We're back in Design That. Design That has returned. It's been a while.
How long has it been?
I don't know. Look it up. I'm
Couple
not
months.
Spend the time.
All
What
right.
are we doing today, Ian? What are we designing?
Tickets for sporting events.
Tickets for sporting events. Electrolytes.
So yeah, do you you got any ideas of how you want to tackle this? You want to make a sporting event ticket?
Tackle, as in my idea, Mutant League football.
Nice segue, Ian.
Yeah, haha. You gave me that segue, baby.
What is Mutant League football?
Well, it was originally a game for Sega Genesis, and it's like just football with a bunch of different monsters, werewolves, orcs, and robots, and they just put it on this one game. I never played the original one. I played the remake that just came out like this year.
Remake, huh?
But it plays like Blitz, except there's a bunch of hazards on the field, like, you know, volcanoes and shit like that, and your players can die, and there's a bunch of dirty tricks. It's just kind of a chaotic Blitz type of game, like Blitz the League.
That's cool.
So, yeah.
So you're making a ticket to a game with two teams from this video game.
Which were all like just play on words and puns, and then there's Philadelphia Evils.
Nice.
And that's what I also liked about this game is it also had like their own logos and stuff already made. So I thought a lot of the graphic design within the game itself was already really cool. So that's why I kind of picked it in the first place.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
That sounds fun.
it's fun.
You got a size in mind? How you going big, small?
Going big because they're supposed to be for monsters. Big, strong hands.
Cool design choice, Ian.
I know, right?
Do you have anything else you want to add about Mutant League football ticket?
No, not really. Other than try the game out. It's a lot of fun.
Cool. All right, my ticket. I'm gonna make a ticket to the like Pokemon Elite Four Championship battle. So in every Pokemon game, or most of them anyways, at the end of the game, you go challenge the Elite Four, the best four.
Does it change each game between like who the Elite Four is? It always kind of
Yeah,
the same
because
people?
each game's in a different region of the Pokemon world. And there's the capital. There's always the four of the best trainers in the land. You have to defeat them, and then you have to fight your the Pokemon League champion.
Who's
right
your
after that,
rival?
who's your rival?
Yeah.
And
Dick butt.
dick butt, asshole,
Whatever.
butt face.
Yes.
Y'all, everyone knows you named the rival something demeaning.
Oh, because well, in the series, because Gary's just such a dick, so that's what you called him anyway.
Douchebag. The first game, this is all based off Pokemon Yellow, which they just remade on the Switch, which I recently played through.
So wait, so the Let's Go Pikachu is supposed to
is
be
a
yellow?
remake of Pokemon Yellow.
Then it doesn't mean there's different stuff in the Eevee version.
Yeah, the versions are based off like, so you can't catch certain Pokemon in each
Oh, okay.
game. So that's what they do,
But
like red
anyways.
versus blue, shit like that. So yeah, so it's based off that, because that was the first Pokemon game I ever played, was Pokemon Yellow. Got it for Christmas. Super nostalgic for me. So I want to like incorporate the sprites from that game somehow, because I think they're the best looking sprites. The red and blue sprites were horrible. It's famous for having bad sprites. But then by Yellow, it came around and the Game Boy Color was coming out. So they redid all the sprites. Looks great. So I want to incorporate that. And it's the first area in the first game. So it's the Indigo League. So it's going to be to that championship battle. And that's my plan going into it. It looks like that we both got some good ideas.
Let's see what we can do. Let's make something happen.
Let's go to the monster.
Let's cook some magic.
Let's cook some magic.
Well, if we could cook magic, that'd be cool.
All right, we just designed some tickets to sporting events. Ian, how'd your tickets come out?
I love them. This is actually probably one of my favorite projects we've done so far. And I really enjoyed this one. I did a lot more different stuff and a lot of it on Illustrator for once rather than Photoshop.
So let's look at it. Walk us through it. Tell me about like the teams you chose. Like, how'd you decide what teams you wanted?
Well, since we're from Missouri, I went with the Kansas City parody, of course. And then, I don't know, I was trying to really, the other one I was just basing off which name I liked the most. And so Philadelphia Evils, I don't know, I thought that just sounded the coolest.
Nice.
And the other teams were either going to be the Crack 'em a Skull Jugulars or the New Orleans Zombies.
All right.
I always like to play on the words. And then what I tried to do was try to just give it like a kind of an old texture, like paper parchment background. You know, since they're not really humans. Like, I guess it doesn't have to take place in medieval ages, but that's what I kind of think. I was thinking mostly of orcs, and so that's what I think of, like, I don't know.
Yeah.
In that sense.
Middle Earth.
Yeah,
shit.
yeah, exactly.
They use parchment.
Yeah, and I used this old kind of like, I searched around for a couple different fonts that were kind of like, I guess I typed in like just broad things like scary or whatever, so I tried to kind of make them more with like jagged and stuff, kind of more like hand drawn, you know, just slapped on there. Like if someone just painted these on and stuff. And then I got to the helmets, and that was the best part because I love designing the spikes and then just putting the logos on there. And then the middle part with the skull with the X, I went through a bunch of iterations on what I wanted the X to be. But I finally got these skulls. Well, I took them and I colored them in, and I just put them in the middle. I thought that worked the best.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the thing is about these, like I did use
guides.
Yeah, guides. Yes.
Yes, guides.
But with this, I felt like I could be a little more playful since it's supposed to be kind of like hand drawn or a hand on there. But the way they turned out, I really like them.
Yeah.
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 Add a little blood splatter and stuff in there for effect because it's so brutal.
Nice touch.
Yeah.
What kind of typeface is that?
This. You laughing back there?
Where'd you get it? The typeface.
Defont.com.
Defont.com. Defont.com.
Always go to defont.com.
Yeah, I like the typeface. It looks good with the overall feel. Maybe I might think about putting like the section, row, and seat in maybe a bright red so it stands out.
Yeah,
because that's like the main purpose of the ticket is like showing.
Now
where
that I
you're
look at it,
supposed
I
to
think
sit.
that would work. It's just that I didn't want all the font to be too similar, so that's why I broke it up between black and red.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then like maybe I want it to be a little brighter, but that's just like the printer.
Yeah, it came out.
It
would definitely look better on the computer.
Yeah, we'll have to show a couple shots of that.
Yeah.
But yeah, overall it's pretty cool. It's fun. I like it. It's well executed, and I love the giant size.
Yes, thank you. I just, they just came to me.
Good job, Ian.
Thank you. Now it's your turn. Let's talk about your tickets.
I knew from the start I wanted to put like a giant Pokeball on the end of it or half of one, so the shape of the ticket could be rounded on one side.
With these, real quick, did you have the original intention to having these be like tear-offs when you're scoring them?
That was going through my head because like it's when you go to the movies or something and they tear off a part of it. So I wanted to have that be like a Pokeball that they tear off. But I mean, do you keep that or do you keep the big half that shows where your seat is? I don't know. I just knew I wanted to have a tear off aspect of it.
Also, I think when I look at these, if someone can make a version like I could see them as like clip-ons, like a keychain, or like how we did the lanyards for the ID cards. These could just go right here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I went through a lot of iterations on it. Like it started out looking more like an arena, like from the Pokemon Stadium.
Yeah, because
like
I saw that you had the green originally
level.
in there first. Yeah.
But
Reminds
the
me
more I wanted to, what were you gonna say?
I was gonna say when you added the green in the middle, like how the stadium is, reminded me of the Smash Bros level.
Yeah, that's what I like based it off of.
Oh, okay.
But then the more I played with the sprites, the more I wanted to put them into the game, into the ticket. So I just needed more space, so I had to get rid of that. And then I decided to feature the sprites from the original game, and I used the sprite of the character you play as, and then your rival. And for the character you play as, I used the team that I used in Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu. Those are the sprites I used for that character.
So if you want Ben's official
That's my
roster
squad.
for
That's my squad.
Pokemon, it's right here.
That's my squad. And then for the rival, you fight a different rival in the remake, but I just chose the original rival, and I looked up what his Pokemon were, and those are the sprites I used for that. And then other than that, I just used this thick, bold type that I thought fit well. Indigo League Finals. I wanted you to read that. And then below that, Indigo Plateau, Kanto. That's where it takes place. And then I design it so whichever way it gets handed to you, you'll be able to read where you're supposed to sit and where.
Oh, that's cool. I just realized that.
So yeah, like either way, there's a version of the block of text where you can read. And then other than that, I just went simple grid, simple colors. Super happy with it. I'm probably gonna use this as a bookmark now.
Oh, that's also something you can do with it.
Yeah. Okay, and for the texture behind the sprites, I used a template I found from this guy named Lil-Riku.
Lil-Riku
On DeviantArt. And that's, he basically recreated the texture in the newer games whenever you fight or going to fight a trainer.
You're talking when they like show, he's like,
It's like
challenges you.
Yeah, dun, 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 and then it shows like a drawing of
It's
the
like the
person
very
you're
beginning when you
fighting.
come into the fight scene.
It's like that kind of battle texture music thing. So I used that, and he like made a template of it. So thanks, Lil-Riku right here.
I like how you went with the white, but if you could get it to work, I would like the green more because I felt like that just kind of looked cooler and it had more of a reference. So that's one of the parts I would change. And after looking over this, I like it really fine.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of anything else, but I really would like the green rather than the white, but I get why you did it, why you had to do it.
I would have liked a more saturated print, and that's again just the paper really. And maybe the sprites. The good thing about these sprites is they were made a long time ago, so they're designed to be made made the scene small.
Yeah, so that just would work. So yeah.
Let us know in the comments what you think about these ticket designs.
And if you could attend any fictional sporting event, which one would you choose?
Subscribe to the channel for more Design That.
And don't forget to ring the bell for more updates.
Yeah, it's Tad.
Niazed.
Yeah, that's it.
The Dirt Man. Frame me, Big Daddy. Come.
Oh. I think that's pretty good. Yeah. Cut that shit. Is there any more booze left?